All right, it is officially 8 o'clock. I am going to go ahead and kick this off. Did anyone check out their polls for the state of play today? Did anyone get that polls for the state of play happening tonight? So BU is actually doing a live Zoom. It's going to be amazing. And that starts at 9 p.m. So what I want to do is we're going to get through this call. And I want to say get through because actually, you guys, there's a lot of really good content that's going to be dropping tonight. So I hope you guys are ready for it. But we're going to move through this call so that way we are off with time for you guys to, if you have to go to the bathroom, you got to get a drink of water, whatever you're going to do, and then hop on the state of play. So what I'd like to do right now is, if you are committed to hopping on the state of play with us after this call, drop a 1 in the comments. Like, getting on, listen to BU, right? I'm on the East Coast. It's 9 o'clock for me. That means I'm going to be up later than my normal bedtime, but I'm going to do it. Yes, I love all these ones. Awesome, you guys. Like, whenever you get an opportunity to listen to BU, like, do it, because his vision and his belief and certainty, like, that is like what you want to be near, around, listening to. I'm sure he's going to have some really cool things talking about hacking better and all the things that are to come. So amazing. Okay. And also, if you guys are in a place where you guys can see the video, like, I know if this is your first Zoom, I know sometimes it's scary and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't want people to see what I'm doing. It's okay. We've all looked ratchet on Zooms. I do every week. So just join the club. We all love you. We come in all shapes and forms and sizes, right? Like, we're all like, here we are. Our hairs are pulled up. We look a hot mess. It's all good. I promise you. So if you can show, like, let's see your face. Let's see you are. Energy feeds energy. We have some amazing, amazing people sharing tonight. I'm super excited about this call. And I'm just going to kick it off. So I know normally we do like gratitude and all the things, but because state of play, super important, it's coming at us, I want to make sure we get through all the content tonight. So, all right, how many people here are super excited about this 10-day fall into ketosis challenge? Like, good. How many people picked up a kit for yourself? Or like, you're going to be doing this, right? Like, you're going to be doing this alongside, right? Drop a 1 in the comments, raise your hand if you can, whatever it is. So, oh, and real quick, let me say this before we actually jump all the way in. I know there were some technical difficulties. My Google Doc, I don't know how, but when people were logging in, they kept moving it back to the view only settings. So there is a post in my team page. I will post out the actual Facebook post for it. We're going to do prizes on Friday. And so we haven't, don't worry. If you're like, I still have to log these people, it's fine. It's still open. There we go. So that's just a heads up about that really fast. Okay. So yeah, like, I am super excited about this 10-day challenge, because I don't know about you guys. Has anyone ever been in, like, whether it was at your work or, like, I know, like, when I was teaching, like, they would always do these like health bets almost, right? Where everybody kind of chips in money and then you win a prize for who lost the most weight and who did this. Has anyone ever participated in anything like this in your past before, where it was like a health bet or something you do, right? Or, like, I know for me, like, after I had Griff, like, I used to be a gym, like a crazy gym person. So after I had Griff, I couldn't get to the gym, but I also like was like, I am not working out at home. Like, this is not going to be a thing for me, but I needed accountability, right? And so I started joining these challenges, right? And groups of people together. And I literally were getting these results because I had people to report to. There was someone there. I had a coach that was like, listen, girl, like, drink your water, do this, like, you have to document every single day that you're working out. You got to post it in the group. And it kept me on track, okay? And so that is what the power of this 10-day challenge is. I don't know about you, but when I hear the word challenge, I'm like, ooh, tell me about it. Like, I got this challenge. Like, let's go. Like, let's do this challenge. And I think that is why there's so many people who are super, super interested in this. And, like, who here, if you had an amazing experience in your first 10 days, right? When you first got started with ketones, drop a me in the comments so I know, right? Like, me, like, I can write me all over this place, right? Like, your first 10 days you experienced ketones, like, you had the most amazing experience, and that is why you're here, right? That is why you guys are here right now, because the 10 days can change everything. Yes, day 3 sold. Guys, I was a 1 packet. I drank 1 packet and I was like, I'm going to rule the world with 1 packet of ketones, and I'm never going to do this. Like, I'll never go a day without it. It changed my life. And then after 10 days, my results of just drinking ketones after 10 days, like, it literally launched this business. It launched everything that's happening right now, every single person on this call, because I took a chance. I got 10 days. I drank it 10 days consistently, and I shared my results. And here we are, right? All of these amazing souls, like all of you guys are freaking amazing. And that is exactly why we are here. So think about what this is going to do for your business. But what I want to do is tonight, we're going to have 3 people that are sharing tonight. And we're going to be talking about different ways to utilize it, right? Like, how can we utilize this, number one, to build our own belief, right? Why are we doing this? Building belief in our customers, building that solid belief of relationships. Number 2, using the challenge format, right? Like, how can we best support our humans in doing this? And then number 3, we're going to talk about now, how are we going to be using this to pretty much like, who are those promoters? Like, how can we launch our new promoters from this thing? And like actual tactical tips, like what are some things we can see that are like, that person's a promoter, like this is how I'm going to do it, right? There's so many things that we're going to use to do this. So we're going to kick off.
Gemma.
Oh, sorry. So we're going to kick off tonight, and we are going to get started. I actually was talking to Hannah today on the phone, and we were talking about this challenge, and this was super organic. And she started she literally was like saying things like, she's like, there's research, there's this, there's that. She's in that, she's health, nutrition, like all the stuff. She's been in it for years. There is something magical about the month of October. And so Hannah, can you share with what you shared with me today?
Sure. Hi, everybody. So I wanted to share quickly about something that you can help your teams with, and also something for you to keep in mind. So in my other job, I guess you could say, I coach women that have usually 50 pounds or more, 100 pounds, 200 pounds to lose. So it's a long-term health coaching system, right? And one of the things, so this is my 6th year doing it, and one of the main things I've learned in my own weight loss and with most women is October is a huge pivotal month of the year. You have to understand, summer is coming to a close. Well, it's still hot outside. We're getting ready to start wearing more clothes, jeans, sweaters, hats. We're going to be covering up more, right? All the fall flavors, pumpkin, everything. Starbucks has the pumpkin, everything's coming out pumpkin. And this is the period of the year. And this is their scientific facts. I have read research journals. I've had so many clients that were failing in the month of October, and then it sent them into this spiral throughout the end of the year. And then we're in December of gaining weight. And my first years of coaching, I was like, what is it about October? Like, why are they doing so well and they're falling off track? It's because of all these things. There's a shift in the season. There's a mindset shift. You're moving into fall. You're moving into winter. All the Halloween candy's coming out. I don't understand why people think that the Halloween pumpkin Reese's cups are better than the regular things. The same candy is out all year. You know what I'm saying? But there's something about this mind shift, and it's getting dark sooner. All of these different things that really equals not just weight gain, but depression starts. All kinds of things happen with our health in the month of October. And people don't realize that because everyone thinks January is the most pivotal month. But for my clients, the people that are really trying to take charge of their health and trying to change, which is a lot of our ketone clients, October is pivotal. Because think about it. If you really crush October, going into Thanksgiving and Christmas and the holiday season is so much easier. So last year, I had a person on my roster that really struggled. And if I haven't, I probably some of my clients that are promoters are on tonight. But the thing about it is, I hammer this into them. The last week of September, all we talk about is October. And I really told her, I was like, look, this is your chance to make a clean slate. There's less than 100 days left of the year. Can you guys believe it? Less than 100 days of the year. This is the time to get ahead of what's coming. You've got Christmas card photos coming up in November and December. It's time to get ready now. You want to start feeling better before you slide into the sugary holiday season? October is the month. So when the fall and ketosis pack came in, I was like, oh my gosh, this is perfect for my clients. This is perfect to show them there's a kit with a schedule. And it's not just me telling them do this, this, and this. This is a whole huge group of us that are doing this. So I want to encourage you, if you're on a health journey, if your customers or your clients, talk about how important this month is for women, for hormonal health, for brain health, but also if you have people that are losing weight in your group. I have a lot of people that are losing weight. October, and I hammer this as a weight loss coach, even for me, October is so important, okay? So just remember, as we put our bathing suits up, it's not time to stop working. I mean, that's just part of it. And so if you really want to have a great November and December and you really want to reach your goals and your people in your group want to reach your goals, this is the time to get them on board for them to be successful. We want more great, before and betters for yourself and for them. And so if you can get them on track for October and really talk about this October month from a period of let's set yourself up. So come January, you're not chasing the rabbit's tail, right? And so for my roster and my clients in weight loss, October to me is more pivotal than June or January. That's pretty much it. So get October going is what I'm saying.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so when I had this conversation with Hannah today, she was talking about it, and I was like, that's huge, right? Like, that's huge. Like, so much of the time we put so much emphasis on January, right? Even in our business, we're like, get the momentum now because January is going to explode, right? That's huge. That's a real thing. However, October is the month, because if people start dipping in to candy corn now, if they start letting everything fall to the wayside now, I have some random things popping up. They are going to be they're going to be so much further behind now, like come January, come February, all of that. Like, it's so much harder to get back on track. Like, this is where they can take hold of it. And I love that. I have no idea what's happening with my laptop right now. Honestly, like, think of it from a relational standpoint, right? A relational standpoint, not transactional. We can talk about our business booming in January, but what are the results that we can create, and what are those relationships that we can find out the goals of our people that are joining this 10-day? Like, I guarantee you, every single person that has someone in this 10-day group, they are in their mind, they're thinking about Christmas card photos, right? Like, we're like, oh, like it sneaks up on us and we're like, oh, there we go, here we go, time for those photos. Like, there's so many reasons for it, or they just want to feel better going in. So like, building up that belief that like, when we kick off, whether you're doing October 1st, you're doing October 19th, whatever day you choose to kick off your challenge, it is a monumental time for them to get this rolling, and keeping that in your mind as you're having those conversations with people, right? So thank you so much, Hannah. Did anyone else get like kind of like, oh crap, like that totally made, like when she said it, I was like, it makes a lot of sense, but I've actually never heard it before. Like, it does make sense. It like puts those pieces together of why this is so huge for us, and doing it, like, prove it's like, guys, like, they are ahead of the game. They know all the things that are going on. Like, this is amazing. So, okay. So next, now that we're talking about like October is the month, this is where we're going to make things happen. We're going to get goals from people. We're going to figure it out. We're going to get people in groups. We're going to support them. I'm actually really excited to hear from Nat, because I know that she's been working like really hard about, like, she's all about value and providing value for her customers, for her team, for everybody that follows her. But also, like, she's about to like blow our minds with like her, like, she's really putting a lot of support and stuff into her group with these 10-day humans. So hi, Nat.
Hi. I am so excited to talk to you guys. Who is freaking pumped about this 10-day prototype? I am literally like, holy crap, we needed this so bad at the end of the month. Like, I've been waiting for a sale, had no idea what was going to drop. And then this dropped and I was like, yes, queen, like, we needed this so bad. I'm going to try to keep it short. I have like a whole page and a half, but mainly what we're doing for our customers and me and Ashley's downline is we want to give them value. So everybody who's ever had a 10-day, they know what they're supposed to do. We give them the information, we give them the tools, but really having that coaching, having somebody supporting you, remember that they trust you. They trusted you and they listened to you about this 10-day experience. And you said, this is going to change your October. This is going to do something for you and your health. This is going to do all of these things. Now follow through with that, because they trusted you and they spent their money on this, but you're the one with the tools to help support them get there. So regardless of how many people you have in your group, if you've got 5 customers who bought the fall prototype, ask them, hey, would you be interested in doing like an Instagram group or like a little message thread with all of us to keep us accountable? I'm going to do it with you because I think it's super important. And I do my ketones every morning, my caffeine ketones, my decaf ketones, my Mitoplex. I'm going to be doing my protein after the gym. I'm going to be talking to you about how I went for a walk for 30 minutes. I'm going to be asking you what your goals are. Step off the scale, take a before and after picture for me, do it for all of those reasons. And ask them, like, what's the reason that you did this? Why did you trust me? Why did you think that this was going to be something different for you? Like, what are your October goals? Make them really think about it, because it's so mindless. We buy something and then we don't know really what we're expecting. Make them think about it, because you're the one. You have to be, even if you can't be there all the time for them, just let them know that you are there for them and follow up with them at the end of all of it and say, hey, if it didn't go as planned, you know, what can we do different to change maybe the way we're eating, or here's what I ate today. Just like take a picture at lunch whenever you're at work and be like, hey girl, this is what I ate today. Like, what are you eating for your light meal after your protein shake or whatever? And then if you do have a group, sorry, my dog is bothering me. He wants to go for a walk. If you do have a group, just go on Pinterest and go easy keto meals, and then literally copy and paste that recipe and say, hey, this is what I'm doing for dinner tonight. Does this sound good? Like, I feel like it's super easy. Or, hey, this quote really spoke to me. These 10 days, I'm just going to get in my own head. I'm going to feel it. I'm so excited for you because these ketones have changed my life and I want them to change yours. You don't have to even do keto. I don't even care if you do keto. I just want you to eat real food for the next 10 days, because people get really overwhelmed whenever you're like, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do this. Then they're like, I can't do this. This is too much for me. I have too much going on. So stop telling them what they can't do and tell them what they can do, because that is literally empowering somebody that they can do something is so much more motivational than telling them, you can't have a piece of bread. If they do have a piece of bread, who cares? They're trying to make a change for their health, big picture. So after you've created that community and that relationship with that person, and you've shown them that you're there to help them and you're there to coach them through taking ketones, through getting their health back, and that you're trustworthy, ask them like what they think about the product, what they think about the energy of the group. You know, do they feel like they got the support that they needed? And usually if you do have a bigger group, you'll see that person kind of rise to the surface of being the cheerleader. You'll see that person saying, hey, you've got this, girl. Like, you know, I didn't drink enough water today either, but tomorrow we're going to freaking kill it. And you can reach out to them and say, hey, I noticed that you were like a superhuman leader. I really think that you would do great at this. Like, do you care to hop on a call with me and Trish or me and Ashley and just talk about, you know, what we do and see if it's something that would interest you? Notice those people, because they are going to be somebody that you need to kind of like put in your pocket for later. And even after the end of the 10 days, I mean, they spent $140 on the fall prototype. So they probably have the money, but if they still think that they don't want to spend $130 on a box of ketones, say, hey girl, I'm going to put you in my phone. I'm going to text you when this next sale drops. You're going to be the first person that I notify, because I know that you had incredible results, and I know you feel better because I can hear it in your voice and I can see it. And I just feel like this experience was amazing. So it's all about energy and vibing with people and allowing people to know that you are the resource, and they trust you and they know that you're successful and they want to feed off of that success. So whatever that looks like to you, that's what you need to provide to them. If they're your friends, if they're your family, whatever, just be that support, because they trusted you with this product. Now help them get to where they want to go.
Dude, that was awesome. Thank you. I just got a ton of value from that. I wrote a lot of notes, but like I wrote, stop telling one what they can't do and tell them what they can do. And I kind of like circled that like 7 times. So seriously, like that's huge for people. Like we want them to go all in on 10 days with what they're going to stick to beyond the 10 days, right? Like if someone's never done keto before and they jump in, like, first of all, like we usually tell people not to start full on keto and ketones at the same time, because people may crap their pants. Like it's like a thing, right? Like it's a real thing. So like really like having them just find that success, right? And be, like I said, like I want you to be my coach, because you're like, was there anything transactional about anything that she just said? It was all relational. Like get them in a group, get them in a chat, check in with them. What are their goals? Like guys, number one, find out what your people's goals are. Like find out, why did they buy this? Like, why did they spend $140 for 10 days worth of product, right? We know the value. We drink them every day. We'll drink 40 a day and pay 20 times the amount, right? But why did they do it? They took a leap for something for a reason. They have goals. You need to ask them. And if they're like, I just want to lose weight, be like, but why? Like, what does that mean to you? Like, is there a date? Do you have something coming up? Like, get to know them and like build those relationships. Like it's everything. It's not something, it's everything in this business. So thank you so much, Nat. Okay. All right. Now we walked our customers through, right? We got them. We know their goals. We know why October. We have that belief. We have belief in our community that we're building. Now, how are we going to start building up our team from this, right? Identifying those promoters. Nat kind of touched base on it, but I have, I'm going to say her full name because I never do. Melissa Burgoyne, and I said it right. Right? Did I say it right? I just confident.
Wow, I don't even really say my last name anymore, so that was like really impressive.
I know. She's going to share all about like the promoter aspect of it.
So prospecting and growing a team has really been my jam lately. And I truly say, and I want to just preface this with like, I will never get behind this camera and talk about something that I'm not in the trenches doing. And so I feel like I really have some current credibility right now with prospecting, and people are like, what's happening? Like, why are people just coming at you? And it's because I'm plugging into these calls. So if you're here, you're on the right track. Like, this is where we learn the things. And I think of this as going shopping. So like, Natalie was just talking, and I was like, oh, adding that one to my shopping cart. And like earlier when Trish was like, oh, adding that one. So you might just get one tiny thing from what I say, and the other 90% like might not fit where you are in your business. So that's cool too. Like if you can just pick up one little tip or one thing to go try, great. So I'm just going to give you a few little tactical things, some mindset stuff, but then a couple little tactical things that I've been doing, if that's cool with you. So the first thing is like attracting your tribe, right? So all right, let's just be honest. Like Hotman right now, like her whole team could be on like the ketone cover girl. Like they could have a calendar of the month. Like you attract your people. Olivia Butterball, it's like a whole slew of doctors who all have dimples. I'm like, what is happening? So it's great to grow a team, but you want to grow people that are like you, that you actually want to work with. Like I want to go hang out with Trish tomorrow. I want to be on her team. Like, and so I think I had to get out of that mindset of like, I need to get promoters. I need to get promoters. Have you ever felt like that? You're like, oh, it's a slow month. I need to get a promoter. And I'm telling you, one of the best advice tips, Katie Rollins stopped me in my tracks once and was like, stop. You don't get promoters. You get your nails done. You get your hair done. You get your grass mowed. You don't get promoters. We don't dig a hole and then say, gotcha, right? We attract people that are similar to us. So instead of waking up and saying, I need to get a promoter, if you wake up every single day and you say, I'm going to attract a rock star, a leader, a runner, somebody with a servant heart, like you wake up and you tell yourself those things, I'm telling you, just that small language and mindset shift, abundance will come into your life. And so I attract rock stars, leaders, and runners. That's what Katie Rollins told me to say every morning that I wake up, and it just really stuck with me. So think of it as attracting people that you want to work with. But, you know, and Natalie touched on a lot of these as she's talking. I'm like, oh, there's one, there's another one. But you're attracting people into the business, and they're trusting you. They're trusting you to lead them through this 10-day challenge. And so if I sold 4 and then I was like, okay, well, now here's my business partner, Trish. She's going to lead you through this. They're like, who the hell is that girl? Who's Trish? I bought it from you, right? So even if you're leading no one but yourself right now, you're still leading. You're leading yourself. And if you're on this call, you're leading at a high level. You're showing up and you're plugging in. 90% of life is showing up. That's half the battle. And so if you sold no kit, if you are on this call and you're brand new, or you're on this call and you're just getting started and you sold 0 10-day challenges, you're still leading yourself. And so showing up every single day and saying like, all right, day 1 of my challenge, here I go. I'm drinking this. Like document that, because people aren't just going to jump out of the woodwork and join you if they don't see you doing it. You have to have that current credibility. And so you have to see yourself and believe in yourself as a leader, even if you're just leading you. And so even if you only have one person, so you're like, I have one person and I'm supposed to add them to a group or add them to a chat or do something on Instagram, like, just connect with that person and walk them through it, lead them through it. Go back to the reboot. How many reboots did you sell your first month as a customer or as a promoter? I think I sold 1, and it was like a cousin that felt bad for me that I hadn't talked to in 20 years. Like, I think I sold 1, but I still showed up every single day and posted about it and documented it and took pictures of myself. And guess what? The next month I sold 8. Because people saw me do it and I showed up every single day talking about it, right? And then the next month, because 8 of us had done it and we were all talking and collaborating and posting in the group and sharing pictures, I went from 8 to 27. But I had to show up every single day and gain that credibility and just believe in myself that they trusted me. I sold them this pack, and even if I don't know what I'm doing, I'm going to show up. I'm just going to show up and learn it with them. So the more honest you are with people, like, hey guys, I've never done this either. This is brand new. We're part of this brand new prototype. We are all new to this. Like, give yourself permission to not be the guru. And I think people join you, or people join me because I don't pretend to know it all. I'm not some big expert or some big scientist or some big doctor. Like, BHB is beta hydroxy. Like, I don't even know, but it doesn't matter. We learned at the playbook event in Philly to shut up and drink, right? SWAD. That's what we kept saying, to shut up and drink. And so if you're just honest with people, like, we're doing this together, I'm new too, we're just going to show up and do it. You can lead anybody. You can lead yourself. You can do this. And so I utilize events in my group. I love events. I'm a Facebook person. Instagram people, you need to teach me a thing or two. But I utilize events in my group. I love events because it's kind of exclusive, but it's still there. I'm not going to manage some whole other group. I just can't do that. If you can do it, awesome. Keep doing that. Don't put this in your shopping cart. But I love events because it's there. It's kind of secluded, but it's still part of my group, and people can kind of see what's going on. But I can still do just live videos for those people and make them feel like I'm giving them more coaching, or just say like, oh guys, I don't know about this flavor. What are you doing? How are you mixing this? Like, got any ideas? So you can go in the event and you can share things and keep it kind of separate too. Now here's a good prospecting thing. If you are running a Facebook group, how many of you right now have a Facebook group with customers? Facebook groups? Okay, here's one of my favorite tactical prospecting tips. And this has literally like been my jam the last couple months. If you go into the little badge in the top right corner, that's like settings management. You go into that and you go to admin, moderator, I don't know, in there at the top, it'll show all your customers at the top, like across the bar, everybody who's in your group. If you click one of those buttons, just click around back there. You're not going to like launch a nuclear missile or anything. Just click around until you find this. I promise. There's only a couple things back there. On one of them, it says your top contributors in your group, top contributors. Like, circle that, write it down, star it. Those are the people who are liking your posts, commenting on your posts, or posting in your group. And it's constantly changing based on who's contributing. So what I do with those people is once a week, I have a day of the week because that just works for me and I remember. I check my top contributors and then I send a message. And I say something like, Jody, thank you so much for contributing in my group. I love your tips. I love your recipes. I love how you're always showing up in there. Have you ever thought about doing what I do? Because your energy is great and you're basically doing my job already. So I just want to throw it out there. If not, no big deal. Thanks for showing up. But I just wanted to throw it out there because it's been on my mind and I've been seeing you show up. So I'm going to do that exact same thing in my event for this 10-day challenge. At the end of the 10 days, I'm going to see who is posting, who is sharing, who is showing up. And I'm going to personally reach out to each of those people. I'm not going to send a text because this has been something I'm working on since Playbook. I'm going to send a video message of myself because I realize that energy is something that is a gift and something I believe in because of this company. How many of you like believe in ketones? You believe in what we're doing. You believe in this team, but you're behind your phone sending a text. People can't feel that. So I've been sending voice and video clips and people can hear and see me. So I'm going to say, Jody, you crushed that 10-day challenge. I know it was difficult. I struggled a little bit too, but you always showed up. Like, you showed up and you posted and you contributed. So I just want to throw it out there. Have you ever thought about doing what I do? We're having the sneak peek group right now. I would love you to add you to it if you want to be a fly on the wall. If not, no big deal. I always like give people an out because I'm really not attached to the outcome because I'm sending so many of these that I'm like, again, I'm attracting my tribe. I'm not going to drag someone through the water, but I'm just throwing it out there. If you're interested, great. If not, cool. Hope you do the next 10-day challenge with us. So find the people that are looking for you. Find the people that are showing up. Like, reach out. Don't wait for them to reach out to you. What I found is sometimes promoters are waiting and they think you don't want to partner with them because you're just not asking the question. Like, they're not good enough because you're not asking. And when we don't ask, we're making the decision for them. Somebody told me that once and I was like, oh, yeah, that's not my right. I don't get to make that decision for them. I just need to ask everybody. So top contributors in your group. I think Casey put in the chats how to find that, but I really, really believe in that. And those are the people that are showing up and would be good at this. You don't want promoters that don't want to do this. So those are the people that are showing up. Hope that was helpful. So excited for this.
That was awesome. Thank you so much for all of those tips. That was super, super helpful. I love the top contributor. Like, anyone else mind blown about top contributors are like, oh crap, like I should be doing that like all the time. Like, who are those people who are literally like in your group already doing the things? And I love when she says like, give yourself permission not to be the guru. So I actually had an opposite thing with my first reboot. So when the reboot dropped for me, it was the first time anyone has ever, done the reboot. I probably sold the amount of reboots I sold that first month because I was asking people to join me and I had no idea what I was doing. I was like, so there's this thing and I'm not going to eat for 60 hours. I went live in my group. I was sweating because I sweat a lot. I was like, and I guess I'm going to do it. Does anyone else want to do this with me? And everybody was like, well, crap, if you're doing it, I want it. Like, okay, like there's something about linking arms with each other and doing it together that is powerful. Well, that is why these calls are powerful because we're doing this together. Like we're all in the trenches. We're all like, there's not anybody on this call, myself included, that is like, I'm a master at every single thing when it comes to promoting. We're all working on something. So like, there's so much power in that. Thank you guys so much for everybody that shared tonight. Like I literally have 2 full pages of notes. So if I wasn't looking at you, it's because I was writing. Like I have to look down and write at the same time. But I have a surprise before we hop off the call. Do you guys want to know what the surprise is? All right. How many people here are going to Hacking Better? Drop a 1 in the comments if you're going to Hacking Better. Look at all the ones. How many people here are like still on the fence about it? Like maybe you want to go, like drop a 2. Okay. How many people here are freaking stoked about it, no matter what? If they're there, if they're not there, you're just stoked to hear all the knowledge, all the stuff that's going to come from it. Just give me 2 hands in the air. Wave them like you just don't care. All right. So we are actually really, really lucky. This is super last minute, but we actually have one of our guest speakers that are going to be at Hacking Better. Josh Perry is on our call, and he's going to be chatting with us all about the event. So I'm just super excited to hear from him. So I'm just going to toss it over to you. Hi, Josh. Thank you for doing this, by the way.
Am I muted or I'm unmuted?
You're
okay.
good.
I was like, hey, do you want to hop on the call? He's like, absolutely.
What's up, Josh?
Who am I speaking to?
Trish.
Oh,
Oh, wait.
there's a whole group of people.
All of
Wait,
us.
hold on. Can we find Trish? I don't know how to work my phone. I'm like, I don't know.
Everyone's just staring at me now.
Oh, there's Trish.
Oh,
Hey.
there's Trish.
Okay.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Doing well. Just had some dinner. Just hanging out.
Awesome. Thank you so much for hopping on. So we were just kind of talking about Hacking Better and like super excited to hear like what you're most excited about for Hacking Better.
Yeah, no, dang, there's so many things I'm excited about. So Keto Academy was my first Prove It event. So Hacking Better, I'm just excited to go to another event. I'm such a nerd. Like I love the science. Like I get to talk to Ryan Lowry all the time, look at his research. Like I love learning the science, but just to get together with such an amazing amount of people that are so like-minded and so willing to have this conversation and stand out against, the status quo and just really help improve the lives of others. That's what we're all doing. So I'm just excited to like meet everyone again, maybe have a little bit more time. I was sick at Keto Academy and I lost my voice for anyone that was there and saw me speak. It was rough, but I'm pretty confident it should be all good. So I'm just excited to see everyone and to see what new research comes out. I do know that there's a ton of new things coming out that we're not allowed to talk about yet. So that'll be exciting to see everyone's reaction to all those things and maybe some more that we're working on. But yeah, just really excited just to see everyone and hang out and see what's in store for all of us. What are you excited about?
Everything for my business to take off even more, to see all of you guys, to hear freaking people like David Goggins and Josh Perry speak, of course.
Yeah, I'm excited to see David Goggins speak too.
And then the research to drop, and
it's your first event, right?
it's my playbook, but it's my first real event, my first I'm just excited. After Playbook, you guys heard, I hopped on the call after Playbook and my life changed. Literally, you guys, my life changed after Playbook. So.
And then we became friends and found out we live not even 5 minutes away.
50 yards. Because I went to Playbook. We found out we live 50 yards from each other.
Awesome. Thank you guys. And guys, I'm super excited to hear about all the research. Keto Academy back in May. Was it May? Was it that long ago? Wow.
Yeah.
Seriously, the research that they dropped then and that they were talking about, like the new stuff that's coming out, like we are excited. Like Travis is such a science nerd when it comes to this. He's like, I am so excited to hear all this, like all the talk. So like, thank you so much for doing this. And how many people, like, I'm so excited. Anyone else, like, first event going to Hacking Better? Like, it's first event ever? Look at these hands. I'm so excited. Yes, thank you guys. Thank you guys so much.
Wait, oh, okay.
Okay, so, all right, so with that, we are going to wrap this up. State of Play, 9 p.m. BU is going to be on the call, going live. Hop on. Like, guys, get on the call. So you have 25 minutes, right? No, you got more than that. No, I don't know. You got minutes to go. Mental math is not my thing. So go to the bathroom, fill up your water, get on your pulse. The link is in there. Thank you to everyone who shared on tonight's call. It was fire. I am pumped up about kicking off the next couple of days and like what this challenge is going to do. And
Trish, real quick, did they ever pulse out? So the kit is back. Like, I see them popping up. They're actually in the office and selling, but like, how long? And is that I never saw an announcement about that. I just started selling them again. Like, was that?
Okay. So actually, Ashley today told me that she saw that they actually removed the end date and it says while supplies last. So we are not sure how to do, like how long it's going to be. We don't know if it'll be here tomorrow, not here tomorrow, or anything like that. But something I had, like, this is just one last thing and then we can hop off real fast. But like, if you guys, like, let's say it's gone tomorrow or whatever, and you're like, oh my gosh, like something I want you guys to keep in mind is like, your groups can be the size that you want. So like, I'm going to do something. I'm going to run a flash sale in 10 days when this is over for people that miss it. They need 10 days of ketones to get into the group. Or you can offer, buy a box, I'll give you a $10 off coupon or $15 off, whatever it is, so you can drink 2 a day. But think about the momentum they're going to see of the people that are following this prototype and what that's going to do for reboot sales, for everything following. So like, get people in the group and get ketones. Like, do not let them in unless they have ketones. Like, make it that a thing and go. Like, get referrals from it. Grab a box, bring a friend, do it together, do the challenge together. Like, just think of all those things that you can do, because it's not just about the prototype. Like, it's the first time it's happening. Get people in to get more eyes to spread the word. So I love you guys. Thank you so much.
Trish, it's Abby, really quick.
Where are you? I can never spell.
Here. Hostess queen over here. I personally just went and I had bought 2 extra kits yesterday. When people woke up this morning and it was gone, I sold those in 2 minutes. I just went and ordered 3 more kits because if they're gone tomorrow, you're gonna have people in your inbox that are missing. So if you guys have the funds to do it, go and snag a couple extra kits.
No, that's smart.
And go live. I'm going to challenge every single person. Go live. That has, like, I can't even tell you guys, I've gone live. That has been the key, because as what Melissa said, like, people want to hear your excitement, like you, they want to trust you. Be the storyteller and tell them that they need to do this with you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. And no, she said, like, she's been like blasting it off the rooftops. Like, everyone needs to go live with this. Get your kit. If you have not done so, put your life mask on, get your kit, make sure you get some for people that, just in case they missed out. Get people in your group, and just all these tips tonight. There's so many, you guys. Like, pick at least one to implement right now, and then start again tomorrow with something new. But we love you guys. State of Play is happening now in 21 minutes. And I will talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for everyone that shared.